Hey, welcome back everybody. Kevin here coming to you live from the Bushcraft bunker. Now I've been tagged by Big Boy Bushcraft. Go check out his channel, really good. He tagged me in Josh at Frogtac Sanctuary's 5 luxury items for a shit hits the fan scenario. So the way Josh explained it was you've got all your survival gear, you've got food, water, fire, shelter, you got your bug out bin or your bug out bags, your family's ready to go. Some type of, I think, plague or, catastrophe where you've got to bug out and head to a safe zone or something. So this is very difficult. You basically need to go through your bug out gear and find things that aren't in there that you would want to bring. So, and again, they're luxury items. So this isn't like, to me, I wouldn't bring something that's already in there, and that's what makes this difficult. So, but I've narrowed it down. They're probably non-conventional, but again, they're luxury items. So let's get started. So my first item, I would bring these. Yep. These are my winter boots. They're lacrosse boots. I got them issued to me in the military. They're rated at -65 degrees, and I've had these for 27 years. They are flipping still like brand new, and my feet have never once gotten cold in these, and I was stationed in North Dakota. So if, me, I live in New England, so if I had to bug out, I might have to go north, say, to Canada or even colder climate. I would want these boots big time. They're not practical because they're very heavy. And who knows what they're made out of, frickin' Kevlar for all I know. But they've held up the test of time, and I'll probably have these my entire life. They are awesome, and this would be my #1 luxury item I would bring with me. So my second item, depending on who you are, really depends on what you bring. So for me, those of you that know me know that I'm an idiot in the workshop. Those of you that are new to my channel, I'm an idiot in the workshop. So in case I got somewhere and I needed to start a homestead or, reestablish myself, I would bring this Home Improvement 1, 2, 3 book by Home Depot. And this thing has everything from carpentry to plumbing, how to do tile work, electrical, everything's in here. So something like this is vital for Kevin. And I would really need this book to kind of, because you might have to scrap stuff too, so, learning how to, remove a motor and, things like that. It's all in here. So small engine repair, definitely a must-have for Kevin in a shit hits the fan 5 luxury items. I'm actually thinking about putting this in my bug out kit because I realized how important it is for me. Okay, my third item, and not necessarily in any order, but my third item, yes, would be paper and pencil. And I don't mean one pencil either. I would bring a whole colored pencil kit. Yep, with a sharpener and everything. And, I would probably have a humongous pad. And this is great stuff, man. I can keep notes. I can, keep a journal. Say if I have a sick family member and I need to log their condition, hourly or something like that. I can take notes. I can draw a map. I can use this as Tinder if I had to real quick. And, one of the big things too is like, you've got to communicate. And say if I have to, head north to Canada because the United States is in turmoil, I might run into the French Canadians and I can't really speak the language. So something like this, hey man, I'm freaking starving. Like, you can just draw pictures, whatnot, you know. This also keeps children, you know, occupied. So, you know, something like this is really important. Okay, my fourth item. Now, I'm not hating on anybody that has toilet paper, but you should really look into getting this. I mean, this is 800 wet wipes. Now, if you've ever tried to poop in the rain outside and with toilet paper, there's no way you're pulling that off. You might as well just take off your underwear and wipe your ass with that, because it is a mess. You basically just got a spitball in your hand. So with wet wipes, think about this. Say you're in a really dire situation. We're humans. We've been out of the natural order of nature for a long time. We stink. We don't know how to clean ourselves.
I can taste your stink. Every time I do, I fear that I've somehow been infected by it. It's repulsive, isn't it?
So, say once a week you had one of these as a luxury item, and you washed your face, under your arms, your crotch, you know, between your toes. It's a pretty important item, and you wouldn't throw that away after. You'd use it later on to wipe your butt. So, multi-purpose. You could clean a cut with these, you know. So there's a lot going on with a wet wipe, and you can use them in the rain. So, and I mean, if it got really bad, you could maybe wash them out and reuse them. So, I mean, that's a real dire situation. But again, we're talking about shit hits the fan and everything is failing. So I'm pretty sure when you flush the toilet, the water might not be running. So there might not even be a toilet. And my final item. Now, again, this is personal to me. I'm dating myself here. You guys know that I'm an idiot and a dork and whatnot. I would bring some type of game for the children and for myself, because adults can play this too. Now, this is a role-playing game. Yes, it is Dungeons and Dragons, so go ahead and hit the unsubscribe button right now. And I would also bring the bag of dice. So with these die, that's the 20-sided die. It's almost like a big circle. You could make any kind of game of chance up that you wanted. And when my son was younger, I actually made like a football game with him and his buddies, flipped over a card. Was it a pass? Was it a run? You drew plays and you rolled the die, and it told you how far the pass was, you know, did you intercept it? So something like that. Remember, you can't lose your mind. If you've watched one episode of Alone, you understand that the name of the game is keeping your scruples. So having some type of game, especially that, because it's a little bit like you're making it up as you go. Everybody's can play. You're thinking as you go. You're using your imagination, and ultimately you can occupy children's time, because they're not going to be able to help you, you know, build a cabin or dig that trench when you're dealing with 8 and 9-year-olds. So something like this would really help pass the time and distract people. You would definitely need playing cards. I'm choosing that because everyone else has killed the playing cards. Okay, so hey, those are my 5 luxury items that I would bring in a shit hits the fan scenario. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, almost forgot old Charlie.